Looks like somebody doesn't want to get out of his favorite chair, so a little bit of a tweak is needed before we can get to our usual update for December 22nd, 2020. Hold for one moment. Hello, my name is Caleb Smith with the Rocket Miner newspaper. Here with an update for this Tuesday night. Today, Memorial Hospital of Sweetwater County happily touted the news that the first batch of coronavirus vaccine arrived in Sweetwater County and was started to be immediately distributed. A batch of 975 doses of the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine was received. And within the arrival of the cold storage unit, in about 4 hours, 130 or so people at the hospital were vaccinated, primarily frontline workers, doctors, nurses, whatnot. Just quoting Sweetwater Memorial pathologist Dr. Celeste Karn, "We did not want to wait. There are people who want to get vaccinated now. There are really a lot of people waiting to get going on this." You could look to the hospital's update. There are a lot of photos, some of which there are some physicians and other healthcare workers obviously hamming it up for the camera, but excited and relieved to start to see some progress when it comes to vaccination, which is supposed to continue to be rolled out in the coming weeks and months to come. Of the first batch, according to the press release, about 75% are set aside for Sweetwater Memorial, which is also coordinating vaccination schedules for those such as emergency medical services, EMTs, firefighters, police. The other 25% is for use by the Castle Rock Medical Center and Sweetwater County Public Health, which is also coordinating a vaccine schedule for other agencies. Like I said, this was just the Pfizer. We've also been told to expect that there should be another batch of the Moderna vaccine, which received FDA approval last week. That should also be coming before the end of the month. Both of these vaccines we've been talking about require two shots. One is kind of a primer shot, and then the other one's kind of a booster following just a couple weeks later. Our local physicians stress that it's safe and that they'll continue to keep informing the public, and you can keep an eye on things, whether it's at the coronavirus page at sweetwatermemorial.com or on the hospital and county health's Facebook sites, or also we're doing our best to keep up with them and post the relevant information at rocketminer.com. When it comes to financial release for the coronavirus, there have been some entertaining developments today. I stayed up last night trying to see, and didn't quite stay awake in time to be able to get an update on the tentative deal reached in Congress. While it looks like the House and Senate have reached a deal, President Donald Trump on Thursday night announced that he announced some challenges to the $900 billion package, saying that he thinks that the direct payments for most Americans should be increased. The deal reached by Republican and Democrat lawmakers of both houses would provide about $600 to majority of Americans, to be, in theory, to start to be distributed next week, according to some officials. President Trump is saying that those payments should be greater, suggesting up to $2,000 for individuals, up to $4,000 for a couple. It remains to be seen what our federal and legislative branches will do with that. One other bit of news that I also wanted to call your attention to is that this past season in Rock Springs, we didn't quite have as much horse carriage rides as we have in the past, just due to some issues due to the coronavirus, business complications, elderly horses with one of the companies. But Rock Springs Main Street URA sent out a press release this afternoon stressing that there is one more chance in 2020 to be able to enjoy a downtown cruise in a horse carriage just in time for the holiday season. There's one more stretch for horse rides from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's going to be at the historic train depot. That's the one on Main Street just down from the Rock Springs coal sign and the caboose. It's on a first come first served basis. Passengers are required to practice social distancing and wear masks. And if it's like it has been in the past, I'd encourage you to get there early because there is a line. And like I said, there's one more chance to get your get your fix in for a one-horse open sleigh. Well, at least a carriage ride. It's awfully close. It's not quite the same thing, but it's still pretty cool in my book. Anyway, this is Caleb Smith with the Rocket Miner newspaper, wishing you a good day and a safe tomorrow. Bye. Cat says bye too.